welcome to the highlights of day 2 of the second test match. Sri Lanka vs Ireland, Nippon Paint Test Series, and we are at goal. Let's try and show you how the pitch looks. It looks brown. It's not very different from day 1, and a fair bit of cracks too. And I'm afraid it can turn out to be a goal, typical goal pitch as the game goes deep into day 2. And let's also show you where the game is at the moment. Ireland looked very good after they won the toss and decided to bat. Very consistent batting by Ireland. Alberni making 95. Sterling unfortunate, retired hurt for 74. But Tucker and Camphor together in a more than useful partnership. Sri Lankan bowling. Well, they struggled a lot. Ramesh Mendis in particular went for a few. Jayasuriya was good, but nothing really to speak about. Right, time for some action. Let's go across and join our first commentators, Alan Wilkins and Parvis Mahar.
Lorcan Tucker, 78 not out, and with those runs he's now become the highest aggregate run scorer for Ireland in test matches with 274, just going ahead of Andy Balbirnie and Kevin O'Brien. And Curtis Camphor, 27 not out, he's played his part. Two slips, gully.
Yes.
They want the second. They want the second run. They'll have to hurry. Knocked him over. That's an outstanding delivery and a great start for Sri Lanka and Vishwa Fernando. Tucker's gone.
Walking down the track, miss it, all ends up. Good seam position, good race position, and the tactic has worked for Sri Lanka and Vishwa Fernando coming round the wicket to Lorcan Tucker in the first over itself. Gone for well-made 80. Ireland 321 for 5.
Paul Sterling 74 not out.
Interested to see how the approach is going to be by Paul Sterling. Everyone is speaking about the media. If Ireland gets 400, Sri Lanka is under pressure.
Vishwa Fernando with his tail up. It's a great delivery. Oh, fishing. Great looking shot. Paul Sterling announces himself on this second day, first morning play. What a good shot. Good shot again from Paul Sterling. That should have enough on it for 4. It does.
Oh, lovely. But they've done this so well. 28-run partnership of 40. So they're scoring quickly. Oh, brilliant. Camphor this time.
Nice punching drive off the back foot. That may run away to the boundary. It does. Goodness, what about that for timing? Oh, he's good at the sweep. He's very good with the sweep. Very good with the sweep.
He's tempted. He's reached for it, and he's given that a wallop. A very good shot that has gone all the way for 6, and it brings up the 50 for Curtis Camphor. His first test match half century. You'll get 4 more. That's hit pretty hard, straight past Jayasuriya. Makes room for himself, and he gives himself that chance to get his 100. A brilliant innings by Paul Sterling, his first test century. How well he has played. And he was looking for this shot, he was looking for the boundary, and he's done it.
Outstanding innings. Well appreciated by his teammates in the change room.
I'll tell you what, he went through quite a rough time at the end of the day yesterday when he went off the field of play.
Now then, Dhananjaya is underneath it. Perfect field placing by the Sri Lankan captain, and Paul Stirling took the bait and he suffers as a result.
He's come around the wicket and eventually Paul Stirling falls for it. It's a good catch down on the boundary. Dhananjaya de Silva, safe pair of hands. And he celebrates the dismissal of Paul Stirling. He's gone for 103, 385 for 6.
This is a good shot. There's nothing wrong with the delivery. It was a decent delivery. And the sweep shot from the middle of the bat.
Lunch here in goal on the second day of the second test. Ireland strongly placed 399 for 6. Started the day on 319 for 4. None of them ever looking in trouble. They managed the threat of the Sri Lankan bowlers really well. Balbirnie 95 leading the way. Inclusion of Paul Stirling for this test match has been a welcome one, a positive one. Welcome Tucker, the second player to miss out on 100. Probably Balbirnie and Tucker deserved to go past that 3-figure mark. Camper's not out on 60.
Bowling for Sri Lanka, plenty of bowling for the spinners. Jayasuriya picked up 2 wickets. Asita Fernando bowled big hard this morning, picked up a couple of wickets. Mr. Fernando, first over in the morning. The first over in the morning, pardon me.
The Irish rate of scoring too has been impressive. There were times that they were touching 4, but at the moment, just under 3.5. Here is the first ball after lunch. That has been the line that Prabhat Jayasuriya has looked to bowl.
Very nicely.
The 400 is up. They played the sweep very well, the Irish batters. I think that's something they've worked really hard on.
With given, and that should run away to the boundary. Biggest boundary in the outfield. Just has enough legs.
A little bit too easy here, Tino, because he's hitting it with the turn. Just loves him that space and gives him a boundary. See, that's the problem if you drop short from that angle. No, don't bowl that. Don't bowl that length. Just made a valiant effort, but that's a poor length.
Shot. Good, confident shot. That's well played. That is a crunching stroke through the covers to end the over. Oh, he looks good, Camper. Brings up the 50 partnership as well.
McBride down the pitch. He likes this. All the way it goes. He'll take 6 off Jayasuriya.
Lovely use of the feet. There's no dip. Dip. And the energy coming into the ball is when the bowler can exert that energy.
Helps it round and he bisects those 2 fielders. It's 4 for Curtis Camper.
That's a rare loose delivery by Prabhat Jayasuriya. Put away neatly by Curtis Camper, who's getting closer to his maiden century.
Yes, that's it. That's it. That's his 100. And what a magnificent 100 it has been for Curtis Camper. The short delivery, he made it look easy and gets it with the boundary. Again, another look at that reaction. Look at that expression on his face. And they stand to him. And why not? What a wonderful knot. Brilliantly, brilliantly constructed. It's been a very productive shot, isn't it? And he's been absolutely sure when he played that. He's trusted himself so well.
Outside edge and caught. I think it is Dushan Hemantha, the substitute for Dimut Karunaratne in the field. And the plan of bowling outside the yaw stump has worked with Vishwa Fernando striking for Sri Lanka.
That delivery short and wide. McBrien going hard at it. Dushan Hemantha made it look easy at cover. Substitute fielder, his first real contribution into this test match, though he's officially not part of the team. Brian goes for 35, 474 for 7.
Oh, got him. Dhananjaya De Silva. He flies through. Needed something brilliant from the Sri Lankans to get rid of Curtis Camper.
It's a beautiful delivery. Given it the air, bit of extra bounce, and look at that. It's yet another great snatch in the slip cordon from Dhananjaya De Silva. But you can take your hat off to this man. It's been an outstanding test match innings. 111 is first in test match cricket. It's 476 for 8.
Four. Good flick of the wrist. Is that the fourth? Yes, it is. Review available. And Hume doesn't waste time.
Original decision is out. Pitching at it off, impact in line. Wickets hitting. Paul, you can stay with your original decision of out. Stand by. You're on screen signal now.
Gets it right, ball rifle. Didn't waste time taking the review. Did he, Graham Hume? Gone for 6, 483 for 9.
Matt Humphreys swings the bat and will collect 4. Now, where's it gone? Straight into the hands of cover. And that is the end of it. It's a 5-wicket haul for Jayasuriya. He's worked so hard for that. He'll be a tired man tonight, but he's got the rewards. And Ireland 492 all out. It's been a magnificent batting display by the men in green.
The look at that last wicket, the guile of Jayasuriya, tipping, turning, and a bit of bounce as well. Looking to play across the line with a horizontal bat. And well, you can't expect much when you're batting at 10 or 11, but still, that's Matthew Humphreys out for 7, but still, what a score by Ireland.
And what a scorecard it is. 2 centurions, Paul Stirling early in the day, Andy Balbirnie surely deserved his century as well. He played magnificently for his 95. Lorcan Tucker 80 and 111, a maiden century in any format for Curtis Camper, and Nick McBrien stuck around for his 35 as well. 492 all out and 145.3 overs.
Excellent rate of scoring for Ireland, but what about the Sri Lankan bowling? Jayasuriya toiled hard. It's a good return for him. Wickets for the seamers. Ramesh Mendis will be disappointed with this return.
Black and hard in 6. This is a big shout. And he's given
Timuth Karunaratne, 179 in that first test match. Of course, Sri Lanka just had to bat first. Wonderful pedigree. The opening partner, very much in the infancy of his test match career. It's going to be Graham Hume with the new ball from the fort end.
Yeah, that's a good feeling, isn't it? You get off the mark and get off the mark with a boundary. This time, through the slips and down to the boundary for 4. That was lucky. Found the outside edge.
Oh, outside edge. That's what I was alluding to, Roshan. He just sometimes pushes away from the body. Goes wide of the slip. He'll come back for 2.
He has to watch it. The start has to be solid. So that's off his hips. That's bread and butter for him. Don't bowl on the leg stump to Karunaratne.
Oh, that is sublime. Oh, the sound of the bat.
Runs down the ground. Nicely driven. Not the easiest shot to execute the on drive, but perfectly done, Timuth Karunaratne.
That is a wonderful stroke from the Sri Lankan captain. I love the way he pierces the gaps in the field with such aplomb, with such ease. Crushed away off the back foot. Delightful stroke. Wide, short, 4. Round the wicket now, Curtis Camphor. And look how easy that was played. So comfortably played. Yes, sir, that's 4. Down the pitch he goes. And he ladles this for 4. Nicely played. He looks at the gaps and he finds them so easily. Timuth Karunaratne rocks back this time and finds the gap offside. 4 more.
The groundsman's ready. Ruchira Palyaguruge, the 4th umpire. And the groundsmen know when to get the covers on, because they see it come, they know the ground conditions. And since they like to cover the whole park, the signal comes from them. Sri Lanka won't mind. They've eaten away at that 492 runs. They've made a statement. They've made a solid start, seen off the new ball. And taking a break at this stage will suit Karunaratne and Madhushka. I do feel there might be a slight drizzle because the way they're carrying their bats, trying to hide it from the moisture in the air. Have had it wonderfully, have done it wonderfully well, Ireland. Winning the toss and getting the runs on the board, winning almost every session. But finally Sri Lanka win one. And they come back. I would think they'll come back tomorrow with a lot of hope that they can bat the day and get close to that Irish target.
Afraid we've got a gloomy scene for you. It's raining now, but not before Sri Lanka have got off to a very good start. 81 for no wicket from 18 overs and 1 delivery, the 19th. Madhushka 41 not out. Timuth Karunaratne, the skipper, 39 not out. Graham Hume, Andy McBride, Curtis Camphor and Matt Humphreys in his first class and test debut, 3 overs from him. So Ireland, a mammoth 492 today, Curtis Camp for 111, his maiden Test century, along with Paul Stirling, his maiden Test century. He has centuries now in all formats for Ireland to go with Kevin O'Brien, Andy Balbirnie with 95, Lorcan Tucker 80, Prabhat Jayasuriya 5 for 174. In reply, Sri Lanka 81 for no wicket. Sri Lanka trail by 411.